Order in the Tribunal. Today we judge the strongest shadows of the Shadow Monarch at their peak, and trust me, the number one will change everything you thought you knew. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Let the judgment begin. Number 10. Kaisel. At first glance, Kaisel might not seem like one of the strongest shadows, but his value goes far beyond raw power. Originally a wyvern, Kaisel serves as Sung Jin-Woo's primary aerial unit, giving him a massive advantage in mobility and battlefield control. His greatest strength lies in speed and flight. Kaisel allows Jin-Woo to travel across vast distances in seconds, making him essential for both combat positioning and rapid response. But he's not just a mount. Kaisel is capable of aerial combat, using his claws and sheer momentum to strike enemies from above. While he may not match the destructive power of shadows like Beru or Belion, his versatility makes him irreplaceable. Number 9. Tank. A massive beast built for one purpose: destruction. Tank is one of the most physically imposing shadows in Jin-Woo's army, relying purely on raw strength and durability to overwhelm his enemies. His attacks are simple, but devastating. With every strike, Tank uses his overwhelming power to crush anything in his path, making him a nightmare in close combat. But what truly sets him apart is his durability. Tank can absorb an incredible amount of damage without slowing down, acting as a living shield on the battlefield. While others focus on speed or technique, Tank simply endures. Number 8. Iron. Once a human hunter, now a shadow driven by pure aggression, Iron brings a brutal and relentless fighting style to Jin-Woo's army, combining strength, speed, and endurance in close combat. Unlike Tank, who relies purely on durability, Iron is far more active in battle. He charges headfirst into enemies, using his physical power to dominate opponents without hesitation. What makes Iron dangerous is his unpredictability. There's no elegance, no restraint, just raw, violent force. He may not be the most refined fighter, but in the chaos of battle, Iron thrives. Number 7. Jima. A high orc shadow with both power and versatility, Jima stands out as a balanced fighter, capable of adapting to different combat situations with ease. Jima wields a pair of giant black tridents with great skill, combining the weapon's reach with their variable size. Now, one of its main characteristics is its ability to expand its body to colossal dimensions, allowing it to face giant monsters or easily destroy fortifications. He possesses strong physical abilities, allowing him to hold his own in close combat, but also shows a level of awareness and control that many brute-type shadows lack. In large-scale battles, Jima plays a key role in maintaining pressure on the enemy, supporting both offense and defense. Number 6. Tusk. Tusk, originally the High Orc Shaman, Kargolgan, is the main magic expert in Sung Jin-Woo's army. While shadows like Igris or Beru focus on melee combat, Tusk dominates the battlefield with destructive long-range spells and support magic. His spells can devastate entire groups of enemies in seconds, making him one of the most dangerous long-range fighters in Jin-Woo's army. Tusk possesses the ability, Hymn of Giants, which allows him to drastically increase his size, transforming him into a colossus on the battlefield capable of crushing entire armies. Also, Hellfire, his signature attack. Tusk unleashes massive flames that can incinerate hundreds of enemies simultaneously, not to mention gravitation magic, the ability to manipulate gravity to immobilize enemies or throw them against the ground with overwhelming force. Number 5. Greed. Greed was created after Jin-Woo defeated Hwang Dong-su as revenge for Jin-Ho's torture. Despite his arrogant personality in life as a shadow, Greed is extremely humble, subservient, and honorable towards his master, although he retains an intense bloodlust in combat. He possesses extraordinary physical strength. One of his most notable demonstrations was being able to break the Ice Monarch's, Silid's, ice prison simply by flexing his biceps. Greed is a master of hand-to-hand combat and fights predominantly with his bare hands, utilizing refined combat techniques from his past as an elite hunter. Greed also led entire divisions of the Shadow Army on battlefronts where Sung Jin-Woo couldn't be present, demonstrating a tactical intelligence that most other shadows lack. Number 4. Beru. The Ant King is widely considered Sung Jin-Woo's most iconic and charismatic soldier. His brute strength, coupled with an almost comical loyalty and an arsenal of adaptive skills, makes him one of the most fearsome shadows in the series. Beru has the gluttony ability, which is his signature skill. By devouring parts of an enemy, Beru absorbs not only their mana and strength, but also their skills and knowledge. For example, he absorbed the healing magic and buffs of Min Byung-gu and the ice manipulation of the Japanese hunter Kei. He also has several other abilities like size manipulation, which can expand his body to increase brute strength or compress it to maximize speed and agility. Monarch's Roar, a deafening scream that instills fear and disorientation, capable of suppressing multiple rank S hunters simultaneously. Paralyzing Venom, which allows the Shadow to use his claws and tongue to inject an extremely concentrated venom that paralyzes the target's central nervous system, and he also possesses wings that allow him to fly at hypersonic speeds, capable of crossing distances between cities in minutes. Number 3. Igris. Igris, the Red, is a favorite of many fans for being the loyal, stoic, and elegant knight who has accompanied Jin-Woo from the beginning. Unlike Beru, who is chaotic, Igris embodies discipline and perfect swordsmanship. In the class change arc, Igris was Jin-Woo's first major challenge. He fought fairly, dropping his sword to engage in hand-to-hand combat when he realized Jin-Woo was unarmed, demonstrating his code of honor. He is the most skilled technical combatant in the army. His precision is such that he can dodge projectiles and counterattack in fractions of a second. His fencing skills are so good that they surpass even Belion's. Igris possesses a version of Jin-Woo's ability, allowing him to pull or repel objects and enemies from a distance, as well as attract his sword back to his hand. He is Jin-Woo's military brains in the field. He analyzes enemy weaknesses and adapts silently, often being the soldier Jin-Woo sends on missions that require precision rather than mass destruction. It possesses acceleration spikes that make it nearly invisible to the human eye, allowing it to cut through entire armies before the first body falls. In the past, he was one of Ashbourne's, the original Shadow Monarch, most loyal knights and agreed to be tested to find Ashbourne's worthy successor, which explains his patience and absolute loyalty to Jin-Woo from the very beginning. Number 2. Belion. As the first Shadow created by Ashbourne, the original monarch, he embodies the pinnacle of dark military power. His signature weapon is a massive sword that can extend into segments connected by chains, functioning like a whip. This allows him to attack with brute force at close range or with unpredictable long-range movements. Belion possesses enough strength to crush national-level opponents with a single blow. His speed allows him to easily keep up with and outpace Marshal Beru. As Grand Marshal, he has absolute authority over millions of Shadow soldiers, second only to Jin-Woo himself. Now his biggest feats. As soon as he emerged from the portal, Belion was challenged by Beru for the title of Commander. Belion defeated the Ant King with disconcerting ease, subduing him with a single blow that made him spit blood. During the final war, Belion led the army to defeat the Iron Core Monarch, proving that his individual and tactical power is close to that of a monarch. And I know I said that Belion represents the pinnacle of strength in Jin-Woo's army, but that's only currently. The truly strongest one comes next. And finally, the number 1. Kamish. Known as humanity's greatest disaster, was an SSS rank dragon originating from the largest portal in history, the first S-rank portal in the US, even though it was extracted as a shadow years after his death, which weakened the result. Its powers were terrifying. The list of abilities includes the Dragon's Breath, his most destructive ability, a concentrated jet of fire capable of incinerating entire cities and instantly vaporizing rank S hunters. Dragon's Fear, a paralyzing aura of fear. This ability emits such intense magical pressure that it causes any being weaker than the dragon to enter a state of total panic, becoming unable to move or fight. Kamish has total immunity to fire and absolute control over this element, being able to manipulate flames on the battlefield. His physical strength was so great that he could tear apart national rank hunters, like Thomas Andre, with a single blow or bite. Because of its dragon scales, Kamish possesses a nearly impenetrable defense. Only the most powerful attacks in the world, such as those of elite hunters equipped with rank S weapons, could scratch its skin. Kamish ranks first because of his immense strength, even after being completely nerfed following the Shadow extraction, and still easily defeating national ranked hunters. If Kamish were at his peak strength, he would certainly be unstoppable. And this was Jin-Woo's top 10 strongest shadows. If you disagree with any position, leave your list in the comments and I'll react and judge it. Stay tuned for future videos because here, the judgment never ends.